Florida PBIS schools continuously monitor their fidelity of PBIS implementation. For Tier 1, Florida schools complete the Benchmarks of Quality, or the BOQ. Schools have the option to conduct a Tier 1 walkthrough with an external reviewer, such as the school's district coordinator. Schools can also complete the Tiered Fidelity Inventory, or TFI, to measure fidelity of implementation for Tiers 2 and 3. Finally, schools can use the PBIS Implementation Checklist, or PIC, during each semester as a quick assessment of their implementation across the 3 tiers. Research tells us that monitoring the fidelity of PBIS implementation helps schools ensure that they are using the framework as intended. It can help them identify implementation strengths and challenges for action planning, and can support long-term sustainability of their PBIS efforts. The online data reports in PBSES can help schools and district coordinators monitor PBIS implementation over time and engage in data-based decision-making. These reports display your district's data using visualizations that you can interact with and drill down into to problem solve for your district and with individual schools. To access these reports, district coordinators must sign in to the online PBSES evaluation system. At the top of the page, they should select district-level reports from the Reports drop-down menu. District coordinators will then be directed to their main dashboard report page. From this page, they can navigate to other reports that take a deeper look at their district's implementation and outcomes data. There are 3 main report pages that district coordinators can access to examine PBIS implementation across their schools. The Mid-Year Implementation Report allows district coordinators to examine the average PIC percent score for their schools during the fall and spring semester. This includes average scores for each stage of Tier 1 implementation, as well as overall Tier 2 and 3 scores, and average PIC scores organized around the Tier 1 critical element domains. They can also see the current percentage of trained schools in their district that remain active with PBIS implementation. District coordinators can examine average BOQ and TFI scores over time for their district on the End-Year Implementation Reports page. The top 3 graphs on this page displays the percentage of schools in their district that reported implementing Tier 1, 2, and 3 with fidelity. These are based on the school's BOQ and TFI scores. The middle 2 graphs on this page lets you look at your district's average BOQ score over time, and average scores for each Tier 1 critical element of the BOQ. And finally, the last 2 graphs display your district's average subscale and total score for the Tier 2 and Tier 3 portion of the TFI. District coordinators can also view their district's Tier 1 walkthrough scores using their district-level reports. The top graph on the walkthrough report page shows average subscale and total scores for your district over time. You can also look at the percentage of classrooms, as well as students and staff across your district that responded positively to those sections of the Tier 1 walkthrough. Across all implementation report pages, district coordinators can filter by school year and by school type to see scores across their district. They can also expand graphs and create data tables to look at specific district data in greater detail. We hope that you will continue to explore new ways to incorporate your reports into your PBIS implementation. Reach out to us on our website or through social media to share some ways you are using your reports.